All right, so I guess we can think of meditation as attention training, and there are two concepts here which are important. The first one is really attention itself, which is just our ability to focus. But there's also another capacity which is called meta attention, which is really the attention of attention. It's really our ability to know that we are paying attention. And that's really what you train by practicing meditation. It's really the ability to notice when your attention wanders away. I mean, that's really, what we are aiming for. So it's not so much that you're training to hold focus and that's it, never gonna be distracted. It's much more that, well, I'm here, I'm training focus and I wanna know when I get distracted. The gap between the time you are, your mind wanders away and you realize that it has wandered away. I think that's what's the most important piece. And just as a metaphor, you can think of something like, if you are on a play, you're acting on the stage, you're there, you're performing, you're focused or whatever, but what you want to really develop is your ability to create some distance from there, to be able to observe yourself playing, as if you would be in the balcony, kind of watching you playing. So I think that's the capacity that you are training, to create that distance and to really be able to observe yourself. And then, this has to do with this meta attention capacity. It's really the attention of the attention. Okay, so that put us to, we're gonna do shortly focused attention practice, but let me go through the steps of what we're gonna do. So first, I guess it's good to start with an intention, because that kind of puts a direction to the type of benefits that you want to get. So maybe that you want to be more focused, or you want to have less stress, or whatever you're aiming for with the practice. It's good to have an intention. The technique that we're going to use, and there are many techniques, but a simple one is really just to use the breath as the anchor point for the attention. So you're really going to be focusing on the breath. What's going to happen inevitably is that you're going to get distracted. Your mind is going to wander away. That's just nature of the mind. What you're really training is, like 3 muscles in the brain. The first one to really notice the distraction, which can be like, some people call it awakening. It's like, oh, I realize that I'm distracted, so being awake. Then about letting go of the distraction and being able to reorient the attention back to that. And the third one, really bring the attention back. So first one, noticing the distraction. Second one, really letting go of the distraction. And the third one, being able to bring the attention back to the breath. That's the technique. That's what we're gonna be practicing. And again, what's important is also the attitude. Like Vicky was talking about, the attitude of kindness and curiosity. That's really, really important. Especially, if you're talking about the ability to let go of the distraction, if you're just, giving a hard time to yourself, that's not gonna help. That really needs to be just really kind and curious, because that's what's gonna drive your ability to just lightly hold the attention to what you are proposing yourself to do, and that's it. If you keep, thinking that, oh no, this is not for me, I'm not good enough, or whatever, that's not the point. This is just an invitation to really sit and observe yourself, and that's it, nothing more than this. And there's no way to get this wrong. It's just practice to just sit and observe the breath and notice when you're distracted and bring the attention back. That's it. So I would invite us now to just take a seat, because we're going to talk a little bit about the posture for the practice. Because the posture has an impact on your state of mind as well. So meditation can be done different ways. Can be sitting, can be standing, can be walking. We're going to do in the program later on, walking meditation as well. Can even be done lying down. But yeah, we're going to be doing it sitting. And I think it's good to have in mind certain qualities that we want to invite in. So, well, first one, I think it's important to be at the same time relaxed and alert. So it's a kind of a balance that we need to find. So it's really a balanced effort. And another quality which for me is quite useful to think of is to sit with dignity. When we say dignity, it kind of inspires you to sit focused and alert and relaxed. So we can think of ourselves sitting on the chair. You can pay attention to the contact of your body to the chair, of your feet to the ground. Your back, I suggest not to be lying back because that will have an effect on your alertness. So just to sit straight on your sit bones with your spine erect. And your eyes can be closed or slightly open. If it is open, I suggest you gaze downwards and not focusing on anything specifically, but just with a soft gaze. Otherwise, you can just close your eyes. So just feel the contact with the chair, the contact with the floor. And you may just allow the spine to lift and the shoulders to relax.